Srimati Kanimozhi.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to start with a quote of Periyar, one of the few honest and truthful feminists of this country. If we are, this is from his speech, which was in 1928, before our freedom. If we are to be free, we must free our women, who must be allowed the same liberty and the privileges as our men. So today, in this discussion, many here have said that India celebrates its women, India cherishes its women because we have women goddesses. I mean, of course, I know there are many male gods also, but nobody even mentions about that. But it's a privilege. If you have even a goddess, a deity, which is a woman, it's a privilege given to her. And of course, India treats women as goddesses, deities, mothers, sisters, rivers, trees, shrubs, forests, Mother Earth, and all this. And we are worshipped, we are put on a pedestal. But I think the time has come that women have to be allowed to get off the pedestal, get down, and be treated as equals in this society. We have had enough of being patient mothers, being tolerant wives, being silent sufferers. I think today women are interested in nation building. Today women are interested in changing society and fighting for their rights. Today we like to walk as equals along with men, along with society, and that change is what we should be talking about. So this discussion, many of the people here have actually spoken about integrated child development scheme. And one of the primary goals of the ICDS was to ensure that every child could be provided with the right nutrition in the early years. But the government has failed to universalize the scheme even after 50 years. The Supreme Court has directed the government to operationalize 14 lakh Anganwadi centers by December 2008. Sadly, we are still short of 1,38,000 Anganwadi centers in this country. And what is shocking is that during inspections, people have found that 61% of the Anganwadis did not have their own buildings and 25% were working from semi-concrete buildings. 64.5% of the inspected Anganwadis did not have separate room for cooking. 52% of the inspected Anganwadis did not have toilets, and 32% of the Anganwadis lacked drinking water facilities. The ministry has to make sure that all these are put into place, and only then we can achieve our goals. And even today, only 50% of our children are being taken care under the scheme. I'd like to bring to the notice through you to the minister that the incidence of reported physical abuse against children in 2013 was 58,224. And cases of sexual abuse reported was 12,368. These are reported cases, and we know that how many of the cases in this country go unreported. And we're talking about child protection and welfare, but under the government's very own eyes, according to a report by the Asian Center for Human Rights, there's been 336.
You got 5 minutes, so I'm just
336% increase in child rape cases in this country between 2001 and 2011. And even in the juvenile justice homes run by the government, there have been many cases reported of child abuse. And in one case, it's actually a counselor who was accused of child abuse. So I think it is very important that the government carries out routine checks and inspections to protect our children. So one important thing I like to bring to the notice of this House is Section 375 of the Indian Penal Code states that sexual intercourse by a man with his own wife who is not less than 15 years of age is not considered as rape. How can this country tolerate something like this? A child who is 15 years can be raped in the name of marriage, and we will allow that, we will make it legal, and we will not change the laws. How can, yeah, but we, our law says that.
Minister will reply to you.
Yes, but it goes against all our other laws. Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006 prohibits the marriage of a girl child less than 18 years of age. Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act in 2012 recognizes everybody below the age of 18 years as a child. Criminal Laws Amendment Act 2013, the age of sexual consent is recognized as 18 years. So how can we allow this law to continue? I mean, it's time we change this. And also,
thank you.
When we're talking about marital rape laws also, I think it's time we change that. People have spoken about female feticide. I'd just like to bring in one thing. There is no regulation on the sale and purchase of ultrasound machines, which are flooding the urban, rural, and even remote areas in this country. While there are around 40,000 registered diagnostic centers, the number of machines which have been estimated to be here is around 1.5 lakhs. The unregistered centers with ultrasound machines continue to function, and with all this, of course, the women-child ratio is going to be much less. Just 1 minute, sir. And of course, something of concern for all of us is the amendments to the Juvenile Justice Act.
Thank you.
Yeah, but just half a second.
You've gone 2 minutes past your time.
Just 1 minute, just
complete.
Yeah, so
if you were the only woman speaking, then I would have given you time. But there are only women speaking, so I can't really decide on that.
No, you don't have to.
Okay,
Sir, this is an important issue. You don't have to
yes.
worry about women or men over here.
Thank you.
So the NCRB statistics reflect that the total incidence of rape cases in 2013 committed by juveniles is only 5 I'm not saying it's a small figure, but it is only 5.6%. But there is a wrong conception, perception by the people that it is nearly 50%. And actually, most of our juvenile homes are not even equipped to deal with the children who are offenders.
Thank you.
So I think we have to take into consideration social workers, psychiatrists, other people working in this field before we change and bring any amendment to this law. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.